Yeah, we are back again. Damn, he did it 2 days in a row. What's good, y'all? How y'all doing? We here, we live. NBA trade deadline special. The trade deadline has been going bonkers all over, everywhere. Every team, it damn near looks like it's been making a move, with the exception of the Phoenix Suns chose not to make any trades and chose to stand pat. So they will be the same team that they had essentially going in, although they did make a trade for Yusef Nurkic today. So I'm going to go through Sham's timeline, and we're going to talk about some of the trades that's been going on. The Lakers play the Golden State Warriors tonight. Luka is set to make his debut. As always, if you're watching, shout out to y'all, man. This is a 2-for-1 show. We are here. We are live on HMB Media TV, as well as live on youtube.com/Hoops and Brews. If you would like to get more of these takes in real time, please feel free to follow us on Twitter at Hoops, the letter N, the word Brews. And shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all drop y'all cities in the chat. As always, my favorite thing to do is shout out all of the different people that are watching this show from around the world. There's always a myriad of different people watching. So just want to shout out y'all. And before we get into some trade talk, actually, I want to talk about this guy because I think this is actually more important for this team than even the trade. So let's go ahead and we are going to hop right on into this thing. Get in there. We got shout out to y'all, man. We got fans from Trinidad. Luka! We got Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas in the building. Who else you got? Where else y'all from, man? Shout out to all of the folks that's from different places around the U.S. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all are the greatest, man. We about to have a great show. But this news, to me, is bigger than most of the trade news for the day. Chet Holmgren is going to return to the Oklahoma City Thunder on Friday. This is huge news for them. They recently traded for Daniel Tice to be on their team. So now he is there. And it just adds some more size, some more depth. Shout out to my guy, Ball Game 2021, New Jersey in this bitch. What's good? What's the slang word in New Jersey? Like they say, let's get it brackin' in L.A., in Chicago. If it's a party, we'll call it a Fifi. What's good? How y'all doing out there? Ooh, we got my guy in the building too. Oh, man, it's about to get lit. Hold on, I got to add my mans in there. We got the one, the only, the superstar, the dynamo, the guy that has been covering the L.A. Clippers for a long time. Sorry, my dog is in my hand, bro. He a puppy. Like, this is my dog. His name is Jet. He's a puppy, but, man, this bro, he don't stop moving. Give me 1 second, Cam. I'm going to add you in here in a second. Stop, baby boy. Stop, baby boy. Thank you. Stop. See, this is why you can't have a dog on the live stream when you're doing a live stream. All right, calm down, baby boy. Let me update this layout. We got my man, Mr. Cam Buford in the building. What's good, Cam, my brother? How you doing?
What's up, Papa Poppy?
How you doing? Where in the world are you right now?
Oh man, I'm up in Seattle.
All right, okay. No, because I felt like I saw you at a Clippers game a week ago or something like that.
Yeah, I was. I caught the Clippers in Portland a
Okay.
couple
Makes
weeks ago.
sense.
So now I'm back. What's good? What's good? It's a
Nothing.
lot going on, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot going on. Hey, fans, everybody, put a one in the chat if you happen to see TPJ back. Put a one in the chat if you happen to see TPJ
Yeah, put a
back.
one in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. I'm back. I said my new goal is I'm trying to create a piece of content on this channel every day until the end of the year. So we'll see what happens with that, whether I'm going live or just making a video. Shout out to my guy Brandon Brooks for dropping the one in the chat, man. But Cam Buford, man, what's good? How you feeling? I've probably spoken on the NBA trade deadlines and all of the stuff that's been going on. I would say probably for the last, I don't know, week or so in a nauseating fashion. So I would love to hear from you, Cam. What do you think about all of the trades and everything that's been going on? And I would love, first of all, before you get into the rest of the trades and kind of talk, what are your thoughts about Luka Doncic being traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis? That's what I want to hear from you, Mr. Cam Buford.
The Lakers got another stimulus package from the NBA. This is something Adam Stern or excuse me, David Stern would have never allowed to happen. The Lakers get it may not help them this year, but this is definitely a long term plan. What Nico, what he was smoking when he called Rob Pelinka to make the trade to discuss the trade, Luka for Anthony Davis. What Nico Harrison was smoking, I don't know. I don't
He
that
did good dope.
I
He
don't
was
know
on
what
that shit.
I don't know what the heck was going on with that guy, but
What if we find out Nico Harrison like a super pro black guy, and at the end of the day, he's like, "Yeah, I just wanted my team to be full of niggas."
hey, that say that then. Don't make up all these excuses of the guy is too fat. He's out of shape. He drinks too much. Don't make up all these excuses. Say I just wanted to. This team needed a change. Say that.
Yeah.
Stop with the excuses because Luka. And funny thing is, I asked Jason Kidd this during the playoffs when the Clippers played the Mavericks last year. I asked Jason Kidd specifically, Jason Kidd, what conversation have you had with Luka Doncic about playing defense? I saw him a couple times tonight sitting in the chair, and Jason Kidd said, "Hey, this conversation was had last year. Whether Luka looks like he's adopted it last season, and now he's ready to play." So I was blown away by the fact that they actually traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Why Nico Harrison would set the Lakers up for to be his competition years down the line made absolutely zero sense. Absolutely zero sense. You supposed to trade Luka. If you got to trade him, you supposed to trade him to Atlanta. You supposed to trade him to the New Jersey Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. You supposed to trade him to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Somebody you're
Send
not
him to
going to see.
Orlando for Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner, and three
Come
first
on,
round picks.
come on,
That
man.
would have been, you know what I mean? Like, that's value.
Yeah, you send him, and he didn't shop him either. So he didn't. With him not shopping him, tells me that Rob has some pictures of Nico in compromising positions and compromising circumstances. Because why would you go to the Lakers? Those are your competitors in the Western Conference. Why do that? Nonetheless, he made the trade. I think the trade is better for. I think the trade is better for the Mavericks right off the bat. In the next 2 years, it's better for the Mavericks until the Lakers are able to build. What happens with LeBron and Luka? I'm not sure they fit together on the court.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Actually, does
Obviously, they're great.
LeBron and Luka fit? Do
No,
LeBron and Luka fit?
no.
And what do you think will be their ceiling? Let me know.
What their ceiling is right now, they're fifth in the West. If I remember correctly, they're fifth in the West.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to get any higher than that. They're not going to. They're going to be one and done in the playoffs just because neither one of these guys play defense. Neither one of their superstars play defense. They let go. They just sent Dalton Connect. They sent him away, but they didn't get anybody who a defensive stopper on their squad. So I'm not sure that is. I'm not sure that that's gonna getting Luka. Of course, you don't turn away getting Luka. That is for a play for the future.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers will benefit from having Luka, obviously, in years to come. Once LeBron decides to wrap it up and leave, but I fear with Luka on board, LeBron might play another. If next year was his end goal, he might play another year because Luka is going to make the game easy for him. What I've always said about the Clippers needing a point guard to make the game easy for their stars, easy for their scores.
And they still
Luka's
don't
going
have
to do
one.
that, and they still don't have one. Yeah,
They still don't have one. They
well,
got James Harden there.
hey, hold on, Patty Mills. Don't sleep on Patty Mills. Patty
Cam,
Mills going to be able to move the ball around.
Cam, you might need to take a nap, brother. You might be tired. Patty Mills is, with all due respect to Patty Mills is not helping them boys out. Not that
Patty
much.
Mills, he's going to come off the bench and give him more ball handling and give him some scoring. That's what Patty Mills is going to do. He'll give him some scoring late in the game. But the Lakers, it's going to be interesting. I don't personally, as of today, I don't think this is a good fit, Luka and LeBron. However, I do think with premier basketball players, they're and LeBron being one of the smartest guys out there, they'll be able to figure things out. LeBron will be able to figure out where he can pick his spots. Luka's be able to hit him on the slash as he slash into the hoop. Those are things that LeBron hasn't really had. He had D Wade, but D Wade wasn't a passing guard. He was a scoring guard. So I think this is kind of is new territory for LeBron. Still not sure how it's going to work out. I'm gonna be interested to see how that works out. Getting this new kid, Mark Williams. I know Pavy is excited about Mark Williams because he's able to run the floor. He's able to catch and pop. So Mark Williams looked like he might have found a new home. That he's going to be now he's going to be celebrated versus being out there in Charlotte where nobody knew who the heck he was. He's going to be celebrated as a big time pickup now, which is going to be interesting. But man, this NBA whole trade deadline is exciting, guys. We got Kevin Porter to the Bucks for Marchon Beauchamp. What do you guys think about that move? I really think they're essentially the same player. Except Beauchamp comes to the Clippers without the baggage. Pavy, Thomas.
Then they not the same player, Cam. That's like showing up to the airport. They like, yeah, you can bring on one carry-on. You be like, well, I got this big ass piece of luggage with me, but like they both suitcases.
I have literally no opinion on the Kevin Porter. I have no opinion on Kevin Porter for Marchon Beauchamp. I have zero opinion on that. And also, Patty Mills is not going to play basketball. Patty Mills is probably not seeing that floor. And James Harden is a point guard.
He won't see the floor.
Patty Mills ain't. Patty Mills ain't played in about 2 years.
Did you watch the Olympics?
The only time Patty Mills.
You didn't watch the Olympics.
Yes, I was.
So you didn't watch the Olympics.
Listen. I was just about to say the only time Patty Mills plays is when he playing for Australia. He ain't played in an NBA game. He ain't played in an NBA game in about 2 years, bro.
Hey,
like,
man,
I forgot he was in the league, bro.
Hey, they need to put the Australian colors around the backboard border or something.
Then he might average 30.
He might have a sense of he's in Australia.
FIBA games, Patty Mills is insane.
That's what Pat. All you got to do was he need 7 or 8 minutes of ball handling and shoot. Patty, you got a green light. Just shoot when you see it. Just shoot it because I got confidence in Patty. That ball going down. You guys. Thomas, Pavy, you guys ain't gonna buy it. Believe me when I say this. You guys don't think I'm joking. Bogdan Bojanovic.
Yeah, I like that deal. Bogdan.
I do. I like that deal.
I like that deal.
And T-Man. I like that deal.
I
think they get a legitimate 3-point shooter, an additional 3-point shooter on their squad. Now we're gonna have to get work on his knees, get him to flex his knees a little bit, get him to bend and sit down in the chair. If he can flex his knees, sit down in that chair, he might earn more minutes.
You're funny as hell.
But I like that. As much as I like Terrence Mann, I really like that move.
Oh yeah, you love Terrence Mann. How did it feel seeing your favorite player in the NBA get traded away, Cam? Did you feel like the Mavericks fans felt when Luka got traded?
Okay, fam. So okay. I'm gonna give you guys not quite the way Luka fans felt. I'm gonna give you guys. I had this conversation, and as you guys know, just from covering the NBA with us for the last 5-6 years, I was high on Terrence Mann when he got drafted. I had a conversation with Terrence Mann that took my energy my energy level from about a 85 to about a 45. The conversation was, I asked him, Terrence,
that's hilarious.
When do you assert yourself on this team?
And what did I tell you about what he said? Go ahead, continue.
His response was, I play with 4 Hall of Famers. I got to learn how to pick my spot. I wanted to hear him say, my time is coming up. When they're gonna pass me the ball, I'm gonna have to be more aggressive. I wanted something like that.
I'm so confused as to who you thought he was, bro. Man. I'm so confused. I told you, at best, you get Evan Turner. I'm so confused as to who you thought Terrence Mann was.
That's definitely his ceiling moving forward.
Evan Turner. No, it was always his ceiling. I don't know what you saw. Terrence Mann made 2 shots and had 2 dunks, and you lost your mind. I don't know what you saw, bro. And shout out Terrence Mann. He's a good basketball player. He got paid this summer. He got the 4 years, $64 million, and hopefully down there in Atlanta, because they let go of some of their other wings, like DeAndre Hunter moved on to the Cavs for LeVert. Hopefully he gets a chance down there.
What was that about? Why didn't
probably just getting off the contract? Probably just getting off the contract. Also, you did pick Zachary Ricochet first in the draft. Next year you are gonna have Jalen Johnson coming back, so you kind of got to free up some of that space in the wing department. You probably not gonna run out there playing. You know what I'm saying? And again, So like I get it, but hopefully he goes to Atlanta and he can play. But for the Clippers, I really like that deal. Also, I like it contract wise, because as I'm looking at it, let's say Kawhi's deal ends 25-26. Bogdanovich's deal ends 25-26, but he has a team option for 26-27. I don't know what Harden's gonna do this summer, but I would assume whatever deal you give Harden, you want to line it up with Kawhi. You can have all these guys coming off your books in the summer of 25-26. Only problem is I think in that class, the biggest name, if I'm not mistaken, is probably Jaren Jackson. In that class, is judging off my 2K memory. I think the biggest name in that class is Jaren Jackson. Luka might be coming up too. I think Luka might be up in that class as well, but we assume he'll resign with the Lakers. But I think he'll be up in that class as well. But regardless, you just want to put yourself in a position where you give yourself a good enough team to at least try to compete, which is what I think that which is what they've done. Like you bring in Patty Mills, you bring in Eubanks, so you finally have an actual backup center. You bring in Bogdanovic, you bring him in, so you bring in some of these more veteran guys, and again, their contracts aren't crazy, and usually most of them are like 2 years, and they line up with 25-26, so you can create all this flexibility for that year, and you can kind of reset your franchise and move along accordingly when you get to that point. So me personally, I love the deal.
I like the deal a lot. There's a lot of questions.
I got a different opinion.
Go ahead, let's hear.
Personally, I don't like this deal because all it does is add another redundancy in what they have. Like you have basically.
What deal are you talking about? What deal are you talking about?
Oh, my bad. Thought we were still talking about like what this does for the Clippers and them. My bad.
What deal though? What deal are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about the Terrence Mann and the Terrence Mann deal. Like to me,
they don't have a shooter like that. They don't have a shooter like Bogdanovic.
They don't have another scorer.
They don't have Norman Powell
off the bench.
Yeah, Norman Powell's not a 3-point shooter though.
But Norman is average.
He has 45% for 3-point shooter. The problem is
what this does is completely take up their entire team and the structure that they didn't have all year, and basically takes it and throws it back up in the air. Because now Harden gonna have to readjust to Bogdanovic being on the floor. A lot of people's shots is about to change and drop. I don't necessarily. I know they needed offense, so which is cool, and they definitely needed offense. But to me, I would have rather them move Norm and Terrence to try to go and get another star if you're going to do that. Because if I'm going to, I don't think Bogey is a star. I think Bogey is just a really good player.
I don't think they need another star. And also Norman's deal.
They do need another star.
And also Norman's deal isn't going, like Norman Powell getting like $22 million. And I think Terrence was getting like $14 million. You're not getting a star for $36 million. The only person that maybe you could have tried to go get is Brandon Ingram. But I'm not moving, especially with the way Norm has been playing this year with the way he's been playing this year for the money he's getting. I'm not moving those pieces for Brandon Ingram because I have to pay Brandon Ingram in the offseason, and he going to want 160, 170.
I think that actually would have been a decent trade for them.
You want to pay him 170 in the offseason?
For what his role would be on this team, I think that's what he's worth.
I'm not paying him 170. I want to.
He knows he's not getting the max.
I want to get all these contracts off the books. I think what they're trying to do is line everybody up with Kawhi. So when his shit come off the books, everybody come off the books.
So
and then what are you left with?
Yeah, you
go and get something else.
And they are look. I forgot which player said like, yeah, the arena is nice. It's loud in there. It ain't nobody. He literally said it wasn't a lot of people in there, but it's loud.
Everybody says that.
Yeah. So. Exactly. So that arena is going to be a lot less full when Kawhi is out of there. You need to start building up. And like, this is part of my problem with the Lakers. You have to start moving past some of these guys that are at the end or past their prime. LeBron is past his prime. Kawhi, to me, is past his prime. you got to start building toward the future. Getting a guy like Ingram, to me, would have been a much better fit. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I like Bogdanovich. I like Bogdanovich a lot. But to me, if the Clippers need scoring, I'm not necessarily looking at Bogey to be somebody that I'm going to go out there night in and night out and depend on to get a bucket. I think Ingram could do that, and I think in spots where Kawhi is not going to be able to play and get the minutes, Ingram plugs directly into that Kawhi Leonard role for them. And then you go out and try to get some shooting elsewhere. Like, I just didn't really I'm fine with you getting rid of T-Man and Bones Highland, but to me, you bringing in another guy that basically is a redundancy on the perimeter of Norm Powell and Harden is kind of like, whatever.
He don't play nothing like James Harden.
Yeah, he don't.
I said I said he's a redundancy on the perimeter. Like basically, you got a bunch of shooting guards playing your point guard through small forward.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
you do. Harden's not a point guard.
Yes,
not a point guard.
Yes, he is,
he's not
bro.
a fucking point guard.
He's a point guard, bro.
He's not a point guard.
Literally, James Harden.
I don't care what he's listed at. He's not a point guard.
He's literally been playing point guard since the second he got to Houston, outside of the 1 year when Chris Paul was there, and still that was like you had 2 point guards on the court. James Harden is literally a bona fide point guard. Basically, you have 2 shooting guards.
Not a point guard.
You have 2 shooting guards. You have 2 shooting guards, Norman Powell and Bogdanovich. Norman starts. Bogdanovich comes off the bench.
Bogdanovich should not be coming off the bench.
So you gonna start him? He's coming off the bench. He's
not. Why the fuck would I trade for him to bring him off the bench?
Because I need scoring off my bench.
Right. Exactly.
Kevin Porter Jr. was supposed to bring that to me, but no. I still want Chris Dunn starting for defensive purposes. Excuse me. Kawhi. I assume my line to be Harden, Dunn, Powell, Kawhi, and Zubac. And Bogey is my 6th man.
Jones Jr. ain't playing your 4?
I mean, no. To start, no. He doesn't start. He comes off the bench.
I don't.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know what you. I don't know what you're so down about.
To me,
Bogey for.
Yeah,
I don't know why you're so down on Bogey, TPJ.
It's not that I'm down. It's not that I'm down on him. It's that to me they literally just keep getting redundancies at the same position, bro.
He's not like those players, bro.
He's a redundancy to me.
He's not gonna handle the ball like Harden.
He's a redundancy to me, and he ain't played that well.
Well, he's been hurt this year. I do agree with that.
But this is also a market now in which you seeing teams are loading up. They loading up for this arms race, and everybody thought the arms race was over. They loading up now. To me, the Clippers didn't move the needle at all for me this trade.
It's hard to move the needle when you're the Clippers because you're cap strapped. You don't really have many assets to give.
No, I think they made a couple good moves. So when you say they're loading up, who's loading up? The Mavericks is the Mavericks aren't going to.
The Lakers just completely loaded up.
Okay.
The Lakers just completely loaded up.
The Mavericks are still like the Mavericks. If they're on the court, there's still something to deal with, bro. You got back Anthony Davis.
Whether we like it or not, the Warriors just loaded up.
Yeah. They tried. Yes.
No, they did.
They tried.
We'll see how that works with.
Is
James.
Jimmy still a top 20 player in the league?
I don't know
when he plays.
I don't know. I dead ass don't know.
Top 20. I don't know. Does he
not know?
Jimmy.
Thunder got another big man. I mean, I'm saying the teams out there loading up.
I don't know. Loading up is a lot. Is loading up is a lot.
I mean, what you mean the Spurs? What do you mean? Wait. Hold on one second. Wait. How you say teams are not loading up? The Kings trade away Fox, then bring in Zach LaVine, who's having one of the best years of his career. Stop. You send Fox down to San Antonio with Wemby, and they right at all of these teams at the bottom are right there in the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. They're a few games apart.
The Clippers didn't get exponentially better during the trade deadline to me. Everybody else, with the exception of the Phoenix Suns, got way better. I mean, the Phoenix Suns and the Nuggets.
The T-Wolves didn't get way better.
The T-Wolves didn't either. I agree. But wait a minute. But I don't think the Rockets needed to change anything.
They did.
I agree with you. I'm just saying.
I don't think but this is the thing. I don't think the Rockets needed to reload. To go out there, see what these young guys can do, come back in the offseason, reevaluate what you think you have next year versus you just trying to, make a bunch of trades because you think you need to. You don't even know what you have in this young core because they haven't tried yet. And the T-Wolves are done. They're cooked. The moment they traded Karl Anthony Towns, they were a cooked product. Period.
Well, hold on. If they would play Dillingham, I mean, I think that would change.
Who's looked really nice when they.
I think that would change kind of the what we think of them guys, but he hasn't been getting enough minutes, in my opinion.
As long as Julius Randle is going to be out there dribbling the ball into oblivion and bricking shots and pouting and not being in a team huddle and acting like he don't want to be there, they're a cooked product. So I'm not talking about the Timberwolves. In my mind, if I'm being honest, I would not be surprised if the Timberwolves drop out of the playoff race, because I think now coming back after the trade deadline, you about to see everyone turn it up a notch, especially because of the fact that the Lakers now got Luka, so everyone else got to maintain momentum, because the last thing you want to do is give LeBron James momentum going into the playoffs and Luka momentum in a year in which he got something to prove. Like, Luka got everything in the world to prove now. He's like to me, he's been humiliated. If I was him, I'd feel humiliated. I have everything to prove now, and it will take time.
It's going to take more than half a season for these guys to realize kind of how to maximize their potential together.
So then some of these teams should have been looking to get exponentially better than for them to try to make these small moves. The Clippers,
there's no way
the Clippers year in and year better. I think it would have been.
I ran this franchise mad times on 2K, like multiple times. I pick them and fix the Clippers. You literally can't do anything besides small.
What's wrong with them right now? What's wrong with them right now? I'm confused.
Well, you're saying they need to be fixed. Explain that to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No, there's nothing they can do, and I don't think they need to be fixed. They just need to fix Kawhi knees. If Kawhi knees is fixed, they gonna be something to deal with. Like, that's all you can do. All you can really do is make small on the fringe movements, tread water, and be good, and hope that Kawhi can be healthy. And then in 26, redo your whole thing. It's nothing else you can really do until then. So I don't necessarily agree with that. But I don't want to spend all this time talking about the Clippers. I do want to talk about the Miami Heat. I think the Miami Heat had a very interesting trade deadline. Also, I dare I say, I like what they did. I like picking up Andrew Wiggins. I like picking up Davion Mitchell. I think they recommitted to defense. I like putting Wiggins out there with Hero and with Davion and with still got Bam, the rookie. They got Ware. I know Rozier going through the little gambling thing right now, but you still got Rozier. You still got, some of these other guys. I think Jovic had like 22. The other night. I like what the Miami Heat decided to do this trade deadline. You got rid of Jimmy. I think they got a pick from the Warriors, like one pick as well. I know you didn't get Kuminga, but you still got Wiggins. And I think Wiggins with Spo, Wiggins was having a solid season. I think putting him with Spo down there in Miami, I think that he can, bring out something else in Wiggins, in my personal opinion.
I like what they're doing as far as putting defense around Hero.
For sure.
And helping Bam out. That does make good sense. Davion Mitchell, has he been what we expected him to be in the NBA?
I mean, what do we really expect him to be? Besides like a 3-and-D guard. You thought he was going to run an offense?
Well, I think some people had him in the molds of Donovan Mitchell when he was coming out.
Had him in the mold of Donovan Mitchell.
I think that was some of the expectation. Not me personally. I thought that was the expectation of Davion Mitchell. That was my impression, was that they expected when Sacramento picked him up.
If Sacramento expected him to be Donovan Mitchell, everybody on that scouting staff need to be fired. But that probably would explain Sacramento the past 20 years if they expect him to go out there and be Donovan Mitchell. But okay, I digress.
No, so that's what I'm saying. I'm kind of he's been bounced around, and I don't think he's been where we expect him to be. But he's a defense. He has defensive prowess. That's why he got drafted, and then that's why that was the separation between him and Donovan Mitchell, is he actually played defense, and they were expecting him to bring some offense to the board too. But he's a defensive player. Hero's obviously going to score out there. Bam's going to score out there. I'm waiting for them. I feel like they haven't unleashed Jaime Jaquez yet. Am I wrong in saying that?
I don't know what you've been thinking about these players, yo.
Wait, Jaime Jaquez don't have no basketball skills?
Right, but No, he can definitely play, but you use the word unleashed.
Like I expected Jaime Jaquez this season here to be what was he Jaime Jaquez averaging? I thought he'd be averaging 18 and 6, 18 and 7. Huh?
You thought he was gonna average 18 points?
I expected him to
What
get
did he average last year? Last year he averaged 12.
Yeah, I was expecting to step up.
I mean, he's playing less minutes. He's definitely had a down season in his second season.
Yeah, I expected
definitely
more
been having like a little sophomore slump.
Yeah, I expected more from Jaime when they because he had some big games last year that showed you he can actually play the game. So I expected him to step up this year. So the Miami Heat now they're running with Rozier. Is Rozier are they gonna let him play even though he's going through this gambling stuff?
I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on with the Rozier. I don't think I saw that he got
he didn't get suspended. It's just an investigation. It's just an investigation.
I don't think I saw that. So I guess he playing.
Yeah. So without Butler, I mean that's kind of addition by subtraction. Right now, you got people who just want to play, want to be there, etc. So that's going to help the mood. That's going to help the tone. Who also did they pick up? Did they pick up a big guy, or now they just going to have to let?
Oh no, they got they got Kyle Anderson too.
Oh, Kyle Anderson. Yeah, that was a decent pickup. So yeah, they're Spo's gonna put these guys together. I expect those guys to be to do some decent things in the NBA playoffs, man. When it comes around, I didn't hear your feedback, Pavy, on Luka to the Lakers. Do you think this isn't a move for this year? I dare say this. I believe it's going to take some time for Luka and LeBron to play.
Luka and Bron, like shit. I mean, like I don't, and I kind of disagree with you about the D-Wade thing. Like, no, D-Wade wasn't a point guard, but D-Wade could pass the basketball though.
He could pass the basketball. He wasn't a better passer. He wasn't a better passer.
No, but D-Wade was a guy that I think at his height, he probably averaged like seven assists height, while like giving you 29 at like I think that year before Bron came when he was averaging like 30 points. I think he averaged like 37 and 7 or something like that. So like Bron is what I'm saying is Bron has more experience playing off ball. Obviously Luka doesn't. But at this point, I think in Bron's career, it would probably, I mean, even if you look at, a lot of games even before the trade, Austin Reeves was running point guard. Whether he wasn't Bron, like Bron will obviously have his moments in which he would take over because he's Bron, but it was like Austin Reeves really setting up the offense. Right? Yeah, so you bring in Luka, obviously Luka is Luka. You bring in Mark Williams, great pickup as long as he can stay on the basketball court because he himself has played 64 games in 3 years. But when he out there, he could play. So as long as he's on the basketball court, you got something in that. As long as he's on the court, you got something in that. But I think for them, it's going to be figuring out. You're going to have to play some level of defense, and your whole defense can't just be funnel everything to Mark.
Right, exactly.
So they're going to, I think their biggest responsibility is going to be figuring out some way to play some semblance of defense. Obviously, you have two incredible offensive talents in Luka and Bron. You also have Austin Reeves, who's no slouch. I think you do lose shooting when you trade Dalton Connect, but
I thought I'm kind of shook by that one.
I feel you, but Mark Williams is younger than Dalton Connect,
and they needed a center more than a.
Literally, Mark Williams is younger than Dalton. Granted, the only thing with him is health, but he's younger than your rookie. So you assume that, like, if the man 21 years old, he still got a bunch of ways to grow, and you still got him, I think, for another year on the rookie deal.
Rookie deal, Rookie deal. So you need to be concerned with that.
Yeah. So again, you got Dorian Finley. You got if Gabe Vincent can continue to be healthy and give you something, I think you got a decent little lineup. And I think that if you go into any series and you can put the minds of Luka and Bron together. Also, JJ Redick knows Luka. They play on the same team. They seem to be cool. He seems to have a good rapport with him already. You put all those minds in the same room, and you assume that maybe you can get it done. And you have, like Thomas said, at least you should have a motivated Luka. I do still think he could stand to be in better shape. He still might be 200. I don't know why people think he might not be 270. He still looked like he might be 270. If you look at Luka right now and look at how Luka looked in the bubble, two different Lukas. If Luka, now granted, obviously, everybody ain't got the same genes. People put on weight as they get older. He also don't have the African blood, so it's a whole thing. But I do still think that he could stand to maybe lose some weight, but that's maybe an all-season thing. And I'm with you on like the move for the future. Because obviously Luka's had an incredible start to his basketball career, but even just physically, I'm not sure if he takes care. Well, I know for a fact he don't take care of his body the same way LeBron James does. So you think you get him around Bron, you get him on the Bron regiment, and next year and next year and going into the future, he can work on that. And also playing in LA is not like playing in Dallas. Playing in Dallas, whatever you do, people just kind of happy. LA fans, that ain't the case.
Are you questioning Luka's ability to play under the lights?
No, that's not That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you coming in to camp out of shape, LA fans gonna let you hear about it.
Right.
They're gonna be calling your ass fat from the stands all game. LA fans gonna let you hear about it. Lakers fans, you go hear about it with the Lakers. You can get away with that shit in Dallas.
In Dallas, they just happy to see you out there.
They just happy to see you. You win some games. Go to the playoffs. You good. Yeah. Do that shit. Do that. Like if he had that finals that he had playing for the Lakers, they'd have killed him. He would.
He was in the finals now. He was in the finals against Boston.
And that would have made it worse. If you was out there guarding like that against Boston, and y'all got 2 down, what was it, a sweep or did you win it? No, y'all got 2 down 4-1. Yeah. And the main thing we noticed was they kept switching your fat ass out on everybody. They was cooking you. He wouldn't have been able to go to eat. He would have had to go back to Slovenia to go to dinner. Ain't no going to dinner in Beverly Hills. You can't go to Mr. Child. Go to Slovenia.
He could have went to Glendale. He'd have been cool. If he went to somewhere in Glendale, he'd have been cool.
I don't know if it would have been cool in Glendale. So, but I'm saying that to say I think that just it'll be good for him, and obviously I think it's good for the NBA, like to have Luka and Bron. I mean, bro, it's Super Bowl week, and all we done heard was about Luka and Bron all week.
Crazy.
It's Super Bowl week.
The NBA has never stolen the spotlight from the NFL like this.
Like, bro, like, G, the only reason I know it's even going on is because my homie Scott down there. So like, bro, if Scott wasn't down there getting footage, I wouldn't have seen a single footage from Super Bowl week. Right. And the Chiefs going for 3.
And that's fair. That's fair. The NBA, I know Adam Silver is happy about this because he's getting a lot of publicity this week, and they really ain't did nothing. That's impressive. Steve Kerr talked about moving the deadline to after the All-Star weekend.
The only way that works is if you move All-Star weekend up.
Well, why wouldn't they move? Why would they move it up? Why wouldn't they move it back?
Because like I think after All-Star weekend, you got like 25 games left.
Yeah, it's not a lot of games. You're right.
Yeah, so you gonna like try to integrate people with 20. No.
I mean, we got 30 games now. We at the 30 game point. What was it, like 40 games, 47 for the Clippers? So we don't got a lot. We don't got a lot of games to play, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think the Lakers made a good move. I just don't expect it to pay off this season. Like, they're not going to move higher than a 4 seed.
No, probably not. But I'm saying if you want to get into the playoffs, you want to play them 2 people.
No, that's a fair point. But who they gonna end up playing? The 4 and the 5, the 5 and the 6? Like, I still expect them to be an early exit. But yeah, you're right. LeBron and Luka on the same team is not going to be is going to be scare anybody.
I don't want to play that.
What's a underrated trade that you've seen, Pavy, that you really liked?
Oh man, let me go to Shams, and because it was so much that happened. Because I mean, you say underrated, so obviously the De'Aaron Fox move is not underrated. We know about De'Aaron Fox.
That was a sweet move, though. I like it.
Great move.
I think that elevates the Spurs.
Facts. I think it elevates the Spurs, and also I think it just sets them on a pathway for their future. And now it's actually time basketball game. I mean, like, I still think this move is underrated because I don't think people are thinking about it, but I think DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs.
For Karis LeVert,
and George Niang. Granted, I know you took some of your depth away, but at the same time, like DeAndre Hunter might start for Cleveland.
Where are you gonna start?
At the 3. You just put Max Strus on the bench and start DeAndre. He might start.
I don't understand why the Hawks let him go, but nonetheless,
I told you why.
Just money? Is it just money?
Money, and you picked a wing first in the draft, and you got to see what you got in Zachary.
They got wings. They that's a log jam. So I guess that is.
So I think
and they get Karis LeVert. They get Karis is still creative, man. He might be underrated as well, just himself alone. He's creative. He gets to the bucket, and I don't know why that's not appreciated as much as it should be. So maybe he can help out, and he's big, so maybe he can help out in the backcourt for the Hawks. I don't know. They got 3 second-round picks.
That move, and I also like Schroeder ending up in Detroit finally. Because I do think Detroit is number one, just for like the rest of the season. So he's a rental. There's no way Dennis Schroeder has a house in the States because he gets traded every single. It's no way he has a house in the States, bro. His like, he got to be living out of short-term Airbnbs, bro. It's no way he has a house. He gets traded at least twice a year. But I do like him going to the Pistons, giving you another veteran to pair with K, because for like too much of the everything offensively when it comes to creating for people is on K right now. And the Pistons are in the thick of things. Like, they may make the playoffs, and if they make the playoffs, I think Shrew is a guy who can bring some veteran leadership and just settle the team down, and also even like I said, takes the pressure off K, but also make it where he doesn't have to create for everybody else, and somebody can create for him. And he can just focus on, scoring, just going out there and scoring sometimes instead of having to set the table for everybody else with Jaden Ivey being hurt. So that move, and if I had to give one other move outside of that, that's an underrated move. I still think the Brandon Ingram thing is underrated, and I like that for the Raptors.
You do like that for the Raptors?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I think you got what?
Doesn't he play? Doesn't him and
RJ no? RJ can play the 2. You can play BI the 3, and then Barnes plays the 4.
Oh, you got Barnes at 4.
Yeah, and they still gonna lose a bunch of games, so they still gonna get a draft pick. And they still gonna get a draft pick. It's not like they gonna win. They not gonna win enough games to get out of getting them a top pick. So they'll still have that. And you got you a nice little reset when you come back for next season.
Well, they sent their first rounder and a second rounder to the Pelicans.
But not this year though.
I'm not sure which one it is, but the Pelicans needed one. Why didn't the Pelicans trade Kuzma? Look, I want to talk about Pelicans and Zion, but Kuzma to the Bucks for Chris Middleton.
They sent Middleton to the goddamn Shadow Realm, bro. They sent that man. They sent Kuzma. They sent Middleton and Smart to the Shadow Realm, bro. I really wonder if those are buyouts, though. I wonder if all those guys might get bought out.
Bought out, yeah, probably so. But I don't know who's gonna buy back Middleton because he can't stay healthy.
He can't, but when he does play, he's not bad.
But you gotta be healthy.
You gotta be healthy.
You gotta be healthy.
He might be a situation where he got to play in Washington the whole year, and then in the all season, convince somebody to save me, bro. Come get me, bro.
Yeah, right.
Like Tom Hanks on Castaway. G, please come save me.
Can Kuzma fill that role in for the Bucks?
Ain't this Kuzma last year on his deal?
Nah, I think he might have another year. But you call him this a buyout? They didn't make the move. A salary dump?
No, Kuzma. No, it's not. Kuzma has a 3-year extension. But Kuzma's extension is 23, 21, and 19. Kuzma's deal is until 2027.
Okay. But what you say, 20, 23, 19? I mean, that's still that's a good contract. That's a good contract nowadays.
No, facts. It's great. That's a great contract nowadays. I mean, listen.
Kuzma can do what Chris Middleton did. Yes.
No,
Yes.
this version of Chris Middleton, yes.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
version of Chris
That's
Middleton.
all I'm saying. Or the
Chris
Middleton, the Middleton you got for the last 2 seasons. The Middleton you got for the last 2 seasons, Kuzma could do that. And he's going to be on the court. So I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited to see what did Kuzma learn anything? I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Did you learn something in Washington? But has he learned? Has he matured any? Now you just
but like granted, I mean, if we go back to like the bubble season, he played good basketball.
Yeah.
Like he played actual. This is how you need to play. He was basically a defender. He hit the shots that he needed to hit. It's just that when he went to Washington and started doing Kuzma shit. But I feel him. We just in Washington hooping anyway. It don't even matter.
Right. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It don't matter. But yeah, I mean, yeah, like at least he'll be there. And he's a guy who can score 20 points. That's not gonna be his job to do in Milwaukee. His job is really gonna be to catch and shoot and get it and like get in where you fit in, kind of sort of. Right. But he does get him another legitimate scoring option when Giannis is on the bench. That can go out there and get you 15, 16, along with Bobby P and along with Brook Lopez.
Doc don't know what Kuzma don't know what he's doing, so ain't no way the opponent can know what he's doing.
This is true.
So
you don't know what he's about to
do. Kuzma is going to be a revelation for the whole NBA. New York Beast. Middleton, Kuzma has championship experience as well. You talk about Middleton brings championship experience. Kuzma got a championship, got a ring as well. So
he bring that shit to Washington, but
well, I mean, Washington was Washington. I mean,
facts.
I think they're good. Kuzma's gonna be good. I like that pickup for the Bucks.
I don't mind it.
I actually like that. KJ Martin to the Pistons. Yeah, doesn't move the needle.
Shout out KJ, man. KJ cool.
Yeah, he is. I'm not sure that moves the needle though.
It doesn't move the needle. I'm just saying, like, shout out KJ. He cool. KJ Lobs, dog.
Jaden Springer to the Rockets.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, that went by me. You mentioned Zach LaVine going to the Kings. He teams up now with his other buddy from Chicago who played for the Bulls, DeMar DeRozan.
You also got Jonas. Jonas and Sabonis have history from the Lithuanian national team.
Okay.
I mean, if you Sacramento, bro,
the best you could do.
You gotta try.
Yeah, I mean,
again, when before Lonzo went out, that one half of the year, the Bulls were like number one in the East. You figure that Sabonis is better than Vucevic, so you try to run it again and see what happens. Do I think that that's scaring nobody? No, but I mean, I like the names that you have on paper. Losing on Fox, I don't think you want to go back to being like a bottom feeder, which they won't. So yeah, I mean, for them, you got to try.
So we got San Antonio Spurs 22-26, Golden State Warriors 25-25, Phoenix Suns 25-25, Sacramento Kings 25-25, Dallas Mavericks 26-25, Minnesota 28-23, the Clippers 28-22. That's 6 teams right there. 7 teams vying for 4 spots in the play-in team. Well, I'm just.
I mean, if I had to say it myself, I would say Kings don't make it. I think Warriors make it, and that's what I'm doing.
Minnesota, you think Minnesota hangs in there?
They'll be fine. Yeah,
they're 7. What now? They have to play Dillingham more, don't they? I mean,
they have been playing them more. Like when I watched the games, they've been playing them more. Ant just had basically 50 the other night. I think Randall's still out for 2 weeks. But Naz Reid came back. I think Dante DiVincenzo is still out, so which is why Rob is getting more minutes. I think they'll be fine. I think that they'll be fine to at least stay above 500 and be securely in the play-in. I don't think they'll make it. I don't think they'll make it out of the play-in. Well, maybe. But I don't think that they'll make it out. Maybe. I think the highest that they can get is 6.
The Dallas Mavericks, does Kyrie and Davis move them out of the 8 seed?
Listen, I don't know, but they'll be fine as long as Kyrie and AD and all those guys are still locked in. I think they'll be fine. Obviously, I think there'll be some period of adjustment that Jason Kidd goes through. But again, like what you lost on offense, you gain in defense. And it ain't like AD can't put the ball through the basket.
No.
AD can still get you 25 points. Obviously, you lose a bit of playmaking, but you still got Spencer Dinwiddie and you still got Kyrie. You still do have two guards. Those guys are now more freed up to kind of do whatever they really want to do now. You bring in, I think it was Caleb Martin, defender, can hit a shot. And again, I know everybody's making a thing, oh, don't trade Luka, which, okay, fair. I feel you. But at the same time, you trade him for Anthony Davis, bro. You still trade him for another top 10 player at worst in the NBA. And again, what you lost on offense, you still gain some on defense. I think they'll be fine as long as everybody's locked in. As long as Kyrie don't go back to the Kyrie shit, as long as AD still ain't in LA, as long as Clay don't go back to the boats, as long as everybody's still locked in, I think they can still be fine and they'll still be in the playoffs.
I expect them to have a longer playoff run than the Lakers.
I'm not mad at that. Also, the biggest addition today was Chet Holmgren is back.
Yeah, I said that to start the show. That's actually one of the first things I said when I started the show. I said that was actually bigger than any of the trades that happened today, specifically today.
Yeah. I still think OKC is the favorite in the West. TPJ, you disagree with that still?
What are you saying? You think they're gonna win the West, or you saying they had a number one seed or win the whole conference?
I got them winning the West.
I had that to the finals.
Yeah, I had that at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I don't have them to get to the finals. I had a Celtics Mavericks rematch for the finals, which I wouldn't be shocked if it happens. But I don't think but seeing where the Mavericks are, I'll say this. I've said it multiple times, and I'm gonna triple down on it. Y'all know me. The Mavericks are going. I'm sorry, not the Mavericks. The Thunder are going to lose in the first round.
They're not losing in the first round.
They're going to lose in the first round
unless they play a team like Dallas.
They're going to wind up playing the Mavericks, or they're going to wind up playing the Mavericks or the Clippers in the first round.
You're losing credibility. You're losing credibility.
Hard gonna get hog-tied. Now the Mavericks, I'm with you because I think that
I wouldn't even be shocked if a team like the Spurs fuck around and beat them in the first round.
They not beat them.
And it's like a Dallas Mavericks Golden State we believe type situation.
No.
Yeah, I think Wemby would take that. If I'm Wemby, I'm taking that 1,000,000% personal. And me and Chet Holmgren about to go to war.
I'm
expect Swiper to go out there and give me 25 a night. And I'm going to need Devin and I'm going to need Keldon Johnson to combine for every game 25 between the two of them. And let's rock out. We'll see who win. Mano a mano. I don't know. I've been saying it all year. I don't believe in the Thunder. They need some more heartbreak. I don't also.
They need some more heartbreak.
Also, yes, they do. They need some more heartbreak. I also don't believe that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on every given night in the playoffs is going to be the best player on the floor. I just don't believe that. I think it looks smooth in the regular season. I need to see it.
He's a league MVP, bro. He's a league MVP.
No, he's going to win the MVP. And that's no.
So who's going to win better than him? Who's going to be better than him in the given series?
It depends on what name a series.
They're going to be the number one. So whoever
start naming me series, and I'm gonna start naming you guys is gonna be better than him.
They're gonna have to play the AC
playoffs.
Obviously. Yeah, they're gonna have to play the AC. They're gonna play Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento, or Sacramento ain't gonna be there.
I just told you earlier. I don't think Minnesota's gonna make the playoffs now.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think now it's a race to who can win. I think now it's a race to who can win 46 to 48 games. They're not gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna be in the play-in. They're gonna lose in the play-in, and they won't make the playoffs. Remember, I said that on. February 6th.
You said Golden State gonna lose in the play.
Okay.
No, I'm saying they're not making the playoffs.
But they're gonna be in the play-in.
No, do you know what the playoffs is?
Yes, but I'm asking you a question.
Okay, so I just said they're not making the playoffs.
No, can you answer my question? Are they gonna be one of the top 10 seeds?
We'll see. But they're not making. No, we'll see. But they're not making the playoffs.
They might not make the playoffs, but they're gonna be one of the top 10 seeds.
I don't know about that.
They're not falling that far.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't
know about that. Does Portland just fall off a cliff now?
Portland's not making.
Do the Spurs fall off a cliff right now? Do the Warriors, who are only 2.5
do the Timberwolves fall off a cliff?
I think they might.
I don't think they
else
are.
just got better.
I don't think they are.
Everybody else but the Nuggets and them got better.
I don't think they are.
I think the Suns low-key got better by subtraction, getting Nurkic off the team, G. Get him the fuck out of here, bro.
He wasn't playing no way.
Good. Get him all the way off the floor, off the team, out the locker room.
No, bro.
So
the Suns really didn't get better.
Hold on, wait a minute. Didn't the Suns
get better?
Hold on. Who traded for Jericho Sims? Was it the Suns?
I forget. I think it's the Bucks.
Oh, it's the Bucks. I thought that was a good pickup for them too.
The Suns.
I like what the Bucks did, and I'm actually glad they kept Bobby P. Because they was trying to send him to New Orleans or potentially to Atlanta at one point in time. So I'm glad they kept Bobby P.
No, Phoenix needs a Bobby P on their team. They need a tough guy on their team.
Quit.
They just need a tough guy. There are too many nice guys on this team.
No, Phoenix
Devin
needs to
Booker
quit.
Nice.
No, they need to quit.
No, they can't quit. They got one of the richest owners in the game. Why they gonna quit?
And he got this is the problem. These new owners are not basketball guys; they're business people. So in his mind, he's like, "Let's go get 3 stars because people are gonna want to come to our games, and they will." But the problem is, you have all this talent and you suck.
Yeah, the guys aren't fitting together. We know that, and I don't know what coach. I don't know if
whoever got their TV on mute
Phil
that.
Jackson. I don't know if Phil Jackson could fix what they're going through right there. I don't know if Phil Jackson could fix what they're going through in Phoenix. But the main problem is they got Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, who are nice guys who's not going to say anything to either one to each other to kind of improve each other's game. They're just a bunch of nice guys.
They could be in there yelling at each other all day. It ain't gonna matter. They could be in there yelling at each other after every single practice and coming to blows. They still gonna be 500. They just gonna be fighting every day and being 500. They might actually fight more because they 500. It don't matter.
It don't matter.
So I gotta take. I want to get back to this, Cam.
What's up?
You asked me who are the teams that I think can beat Oklahoma City in the playoffs. So let's go through them. Talk to me. Who I think, like I said, I think actually every team damn near in the West got a guy that on any given night can be better than SGA for a playoff series.
Memphis do.
Come
on.
Ooh. Every team got a guy that can be.
Ja can't be better than SGA.
Glock Moran can do it. No, he's been terrible this year. He's been actually.
He hasn't been terrible. He hasn't been terrible.
He's not been Ja.
Terrible. Yes, he has. He's actually been really good when he plays.
He's not been.
He's 22-8. What do you want? That's better. About Ja Morant.
Better.
No, that's not what Ja is.
No,
Jaren Jackson is the best player on the team.
I want Glizzock.
It's been that way for a few years.
I want Glizzock back, bro. They took the Glock out that man's
Glizzock
hand
is back.
This
is what Glizzock give you.
That was like taking away Samson's hair.
No, this is what. No, listen. I love Ja Morant, but because Ja Morant does really cool dunks and gives us highlight plays, we act like he's fucking, I don't know, Oscar Robertson. And
but Ja is averaging the lower, like Ja's averaging 27 and 4. Like, what are you talking about?
Because he was playing 28 minutes.
What's your point?
He's playing 28 minutes a night. It's the lowest minutes he played of his career. Nobody on the team is playing more than 30 minutes on Memphis. If he was per 36, he'd be at like 24 and 10.
If he was shooting better, he'd be playing more.
No, do not listen. That's a wrong opinion. Nobody on the Memphis Grizzlies is playing more than 30 minutes a night because they have such a deep team. They're doing it on purpose.
They're idiots. So, like I said, give me Glocksif Morant.
No. Okay,
and
Houston.
the guy that averaged 27.
Houston.
That's the only team that on any given night they don't have someone that will be able to be a better player than SGA. But I don't think they're gonna run into Houston in the first round.
The Timberwolves.
No, I agree with that. Second team, 2 teams.
Clippers.
The Clippers. No, Kawhi Leonard. If healthy, Kawhi Leonard will be the best player on the floor.
I don't even know about that at Sacramento at this point. I don't know about that.
Sacramento, no, but I don't necessarily. To me, I think I have a hot take about Sacramento. Sacramento is either going to move up and get the number 6 seed, or I believe they're gonna fall out and not make the playoffs.
Well, they gonna fall out. They ain't get 6 seed.
Yeah.
So I don't even think they're gonna get a chance to play Oklahoma City. But
Phoenix
okay,
Suns.
Okay, 3. Yeah, KD.
No.
Devin Booker too.
No.
Shout out to D Book.
Stop it.
Shout out to D.
No.
Shout out to my guy D Book, man. I was at his crib over the summer filming something for the Olympics. D Book is a mad cool dude. You'll never hear me slander that man again. Shout out to D Book. I think D Book could take it up to a whole. I think D Book could take it up to a whole nother level.
7 times over a 2-week period can be better than SGA.
Yeah.
You lost your damn mind.
No, he don't need to be he don't need to be 7 times.
His league for 4 times.
Just 4 games.
Hit the button.
I think it's very realistic that very realistic that Devin Booker can go out there and drop 40 in 4 games.
And what do you think SGA gonna do in those same 4 games?
Who go? No. The problem is who on the Suns is gonna stop SGA from doing that?
I still have Kevin Durant out there, bro.
I don't KD.
No, listen.
I have way more faith
in
stopping KD than anybody on Phoenix stopping SGA.
In
a year of our Lord 2025.
This is the thing. I don't think necessarily that for the Oklahoma City Thunder, all of their series is gonna come down to them just dominating people on defense. I think they're gonna have if they're gonna get to a title, they're gonna at least have one series that's gonna be a shootout. And in a shootout, I'm gonna take the guys that's been the best fucking shooters. Which is Kevin Durant. I think it could very real. Okay, so what? You asked me a question. I think Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on any given night in the playoff series can be better than SGA. Sue me. I've seen those guys make finals, and the button ain't in this Brandon. Otherwise, I would have hit it.
For a game, sure.
Yeah, 4 games.
2025.
Yeah, in a series where you need to win 4 games.
No,
give me 4 games of peak Devin Booker over SGA.
Peak Devin Booker is not as good as SGA.
I disagree with that.
According to you, TPJ,
huh?
According to you, MVP candidate.
Peak Devin Booker
is what?
Huh?
Peak Devin Booker what?
What? He ain't no scrub.
He not SGA. I ain't say he was a scrub.
Right, he not SGA. You have to eat this one. Thomas.
Why I got to eat this one?
The only
bro, he came in 4th in MVP voting in the year they made the finals. What the fuck are we talking about?
SGA is about to win the shit. 4th.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. Pause. 4th. Back
who got the better team?
Hold on, stop. Back when the NBA had the award ceremony, 4th don't even get you to the goddamn ceremony.
So what? He was still up there in contention with it. You talking like Devin Booker a scrub?
I didn't say that. You said he was SGA, and I disagree with that.
He ain't continuing.
I didn't say he's. I didn't say that he was SGA. I said in 4 games in a playoff series, I will take him. If you gonna tell me that if you told me in a vacuum like, yo, the Thunder gonna make the playoffs. I mean, I'm sorry. If you told me 5-6 months from now, yo, the Thunder made the playoffs, and then in the first round, D Book went crazy for 4 games, and KD had a couple games, and they beat the Thunder in the first round, I'd be like, yeah, sounds like what I would have thought would have happened. I'm just being honest.
You're gonna eat this one.
Keep going. No, it's fine. Okay, if you don't agree with that, that's 4 teams. Come on, let's go.
So Minnesota, and Sacramento, we agree is gonna slip, right? According to you, Minnesota's going to slip out of the playoffs, but they're number 7. Let's just say those.
I think Minnesota and the Kings might slip out the playoffs.
That's fair. That's fair. So we got Golden State, Phoenix, Dallas, and the Clippers. Yeah. Golden State, Phoenix, Dallas, and the Clippers. Who Golden State? You gonna say Steph Curry is better than SGA right now?
I think in a given series, Steph Curry or Jimmy Butler can have a better playoff series than SGA.
Not in the year of our Lord 2025.
Jimmy Butler literally only shows up to work for 3 months a year, bro.
And listen to you.
Stop. Let me finish real quick. Jimmy Butler literally shows up to work for 3 months a year, and that's when the playoffs happen. And you see what he's done with a bunch of ragtag ass players in Miami. Wait. Excluding Bam. He's never played with Steph Curry. It's Tyler on Steph motherfucking Curry.
You're having a better season this year.
On my.
Am I wrong?
You're not.
The fucked up part about it is I'm not wrong.
Which one of them starting in the All-Star game and which one not?
You
Well, the
know,
All-Star
Shut the
game
fuck
is
up.
San Francisco. Come on,
Shut
man.
the fuck up.
you said, G, I'm gonna pull up your tweet. You say you shouldn't be an all-star. Shut your ass up.
Pull it up, please.
Shut your ass up, bro. Shut up. You shut your ass up. You don't even believe that. Fuck. You literally tweeted yesterday, Steph Curry been ass this year. That hurts my heart.
He has been ass this year. It does hurt my heart. He has been ass this year. It does. It
Tyler
hurts my
Hero been better than Steph Curry this year. That's fucked up, but it's true. Damn, it's crazy, but it's true. Like what nigga Future said.
But still, if you asking me, I'm gonna take my shot with Wardell, Stephen Curry. All right?
I'm not mad at you, but
so y'all can say what y'all want to say, and I'm gonna take Jimmy. So all right, go ahead. Let's go next team. Yes, I'm taking Wemby for a series over SGA.
I'm not mad at that. Cool, fine, whatever. I'm not mad
if Wemby's, I'm telling you, if Wemby see Chet, he's gonna make it his personal mission is to make that man cry.
If he can. So
the man said, "I'm not coming to the All-Star game to make friends." I love it.
Ooh,
I love it. I love it. What you mean? We've been wanting these guys to compete and play with heart.
Wemby, that's cute.
No, wait, stop. No, stop. I don't want to hear that. We've been wanting these guys to compete and play with heart. Luka, the main reason why they claim he got traded was because he was out of shape and not in shape, and they didn't like the culture that he brought. So if you have a young guy like Wemby saying like, yo, I'm going there not to lose. I'm going there to give it everything I got. I'm not going there to make friends. I'm going there to win. That's what I like. And if he see Chet Holmgren, he going to say barbecue chicken. And I can see Wemby going out there for a series and averaging like 30, giving me 12, 5 rebounds. I'm sorry, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 2 steals a game. And Swiper figure out some way to make SGA shoot 51% instead of 55%.
If he shoots 51%, they're going to win.
I don't know about that. What about the rest of the guys? The Spurs didn't give up any of their depth. And I've been telling you for a long time that I thought the guys they have on their bench is trash. And you've been telling me for a long time, no, they have good depth. They just need to let these guys get together, get some more time, get a good point guard. So we got a good point guard now. What are we talking about? The Spurs low key 1 through 8 is very, very deep. The problem is that they third option, I gotta really see. I gotta really see it from Devin. I gotta really see if he gonna go out there and be a real third option on his team, or if he just gonna be another guy that's gonna have some good games and some bad games.
All right. Denver Nuggets, yes. Jokic, obviously there, yes. I'm taking Jokic over anybody in the league right now in the 7-game series, yes. Lakers, I'll give you because Luka, even Bron, like
and LeBron. Look,
even Bron.
I told you I was picking the Lakers over OKC before the trade.
I wasn't mad at that either.
Cut it out.
Mavericks. The only reason why I would say yes is because on the Mavericks, it's going to be really hard to score in the paint against this version of the Mavericks, like really, really hard. So I'm not mad at the fact that the Thunder could lose, but
better than SCA. But who's on the Mavericks better than SCA?
We gotta stop acting like Anthony Davis is chopped liver. Can I just read Anthony Davis?
Chopped liver.
No, I didn't act like he was chopped liver. I said you don't trade away a 25-year-old that's the face. I mean, that you want to be the face of your league and the face of your franchise for a guy that's 31, about to be 32, and been brittle. That's what I said. I didn't disrespect him. I didn't say he was trash. I said you don't do that shit. Now, if you look at this man, Anthony Davis, goddamn career highlights, like he ain't no chopped liver. I said early this season that I thought that he was the best player on the Lakers over LeBron. I've been saying it for years. This is Anthony Davis career highlights. We got to stop acting like this man ain't who he is. SGA ain't got no better resume than this.
Well, he hasn't played as long, but yes, he does.
Still. Nowhere, even the shit he did before he got to the league. SGA ain't did none of that shit.
He's about to have an MVP.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Go get a championship.
But yes, I do think that I do think AD could be the best player on the court in one of those series.
In Portland, obviously, they have no one on the court that could be even better than Jalen Williams.
Portland's not going to make it.
If I'm Portland, what's the reason we would tank?
I didn't say they was going to tank.
I'm just asking you a question. What would be the reason you think they would tank if you're Portland?
Get another pick.
They need picks. They need Cooper Flag.
They're not going to get Cooper Flag. They're not even going to be in the bottom 4 worst teams.
Jeremy Grant, like they have pieces that need to go. Jeremy Grant can go. Robert Williams can go. You can figure out what you want to do with Aiden because you have Donovan Clingan. If you feel confident that Donovan Clingan can be a starter, Anthony, they have. If you're Portland, you want to win games so that when you get to the offseason, you can sell high on some of these guys.
I believe they could sneak into the play-in or maybe even the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I believe they cannot do that. I do not.
I mean, they've beat some very good teams over the last 10
really
games.
Cool.
No, but yeah, it is cool. But I don't see why their momentum would stop.
So you gonna see they right now
fellas,
are. I
gotta run.
Go
run.
ahead. See you later, Cam. Appreciate it. We're about to get about this soon, anyways. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So you think that they're gonna make up what? They probably like 5 games behind right now.
Technically,
the 10?
They are 3.5.
And no,
they 3.5, but they had the same record as a Spurs. Oh no, they don't. They're 22-29.
No, it's been a really cute expedition over the past few.
They
weeks,
might win 40 games though. I think that would be cool for them because right now, even in terms of the draft, they would be. I mean, they projected like 8th or 9th in terms of just like based on the record. I think they could mess around. And I gotta say, like I said last night, I owe my man Chauncey Billups an apology. I called him out last year and said he wasn't a good coach and that they got to stop giving these black coaches these opportunities. They go in there and be trash, and they turn it around this year. Mad respect to Chauncey Billups. My apologies. Like, you proved me wrong, and I'm glad. I'm actually very, very glad to see it, especially because I like Anthony Simons, honestly, since like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago. Like, I got footage of watching Anthony Simons warm up before a Clippers game when he was playing with Portland, and I was just watching him warm up and the moves he was making. I'm like, yeah, this kid gonna be a star. And a couple years later, he actually turned out to be like a little star. Real quick question: with the Jazz, do they have anyone that? I'm just thinking about trade deadline because obviously they've taken on a lot of expiring contracts, got a bunch of picks, and kind of and took on a bunch of other people's not wanted players. Obviously, they're going to try to go after Cooper Flag. But what do you think in an ideal world for the Jazz, it looks like in 3 years with the way their roster and team is currently constructed? Because I feel like we never talk about Utah.
What do you mean? What I think
I'm saying, what do you think Danny Ainge's plan is for the Jazz for the next 3 to 4 years? You build franchises in 2K a lot.
You get a bunch of young assets. Hopefully, you feel like you can get a star. Maybe with marketing, like you can get that contract off for somebody.
You still have John Collins, who they tried to trade and couldn't trade.
Yeah, but that's gonna be gone this offseason. That's gonna be gone. Like, you let these guys run out. Hopefully you get in the draft, you get a star, and then you have all these future picks in the future. Hopefully they turn into really good picks, like the Minnesota pick, and I think 2031 might be a fire pick in the future. So you get some assets. Like I said, hopefully you draft a star. You still also have assets on your team that people are still gonna want. They're gonna want a Larry Marketing. They're gonna want a Walker Kessler. You still have Jordan Clarkson. If somebody wants to come get him this offseason. And then at some point in time, when you build your core guys through the draft and you take your other assets and see if you can go out there and get you a, real more established veteran player at some point in time, maybe down the road, like 2029 if you're good. And then, that's how you do it. But currently at this point in time, you just stocking assets. You go into the draft, see what you get, and you identify the player you want. And you just pick the best thing. The only thing that they should be doing is with any pick they have, pick the best player available.
Yeah.
No matter position. Just pick the best player available. And once you see what you got in them, okay, then mold the team around that. And then go from there.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. But I appreciate you. Any final takes you want to get off?
No, I don't have any right now.
All right, cool. I don't have any either, man. Shout out to all the fans out there. Love y'all. Y'all are the best. Like I told y'all, my new goal is to hold on, wait a minute. He said Jazz need all-around point guard for the future. Sexton's a decent shooter. They need a guy that can do a little bit of everything. I agree with that. But shout out to all y'all. Shout out to the fans, man. Appreciate y'all for popping in with me. Like I told y'all, I'm trying to do content every day, at least for the rest of the year. So I'll be back tomorrow. We got some great games tonight. The Celtics versus the Mavericks, Lakers versus Warriors. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully AD makes his debut tonight, and then we'll have something great to talk about tomorrow. Until next time, shout out to all of the fans. Shout out to the fans from Fort Worth, Texas, from Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to New Jersey. Shout out to my guy out there in Southern California, too. I appreciate y'all, man. Much love. Until next time, I'll get up with y'all later, man. Peace out.
Space.